So the MCC 17 teams have been announced, and they are quite interesting. So let's get into ranking them. 10th, I have the Green Geckos. This team has a new name. They're no longer the Green Guardians. They're now the Geckos. So, they're not that good, though, unfortunately. Puns is a very good player, but he's been teamed with like three bottom 20 players, with Jack not being too good, although he did play very well last event, so we'll see. Nikki not being very good, she placed 34th last event, I think, and then 5 Up maybe being able to break top 20 this event, maybe, we'll see, but I don't think this team's going to do that good. 9th, I have the Llamas. As much as I love Quig, he's been teamed with not the greatest players. Gem is new, and she's decent at Minecraft. She's a good builder, great at making trees, but I don't think she's gonna be the best in MCC. And then Solidarity is pretty good, but Flip isn't the best. I feel like if this team does win or do very good, it's gonna hinge on Gem being great. So that's why I put them in 9th. Aqua, I have in 8th. This is a solid team, with Ant Frost and Captain Sparkles being a good duo. I don't know how they're gonna work together. I feel like Ant Frost is good at taking the lead, but he can sometimes be confusing when he gets like excited or jumpy, and that's gonna happen a lot in MCC. So they both have potential to be in the top 10, but I don't know how that dynamic's gonna work. And then Kara, is it? I think it's Kara. Is it Kara or Kara? I forget, but because there's a Kara and there's a Kara in this event, I think, something like that. But Kara and Aaron are both good support players. I don't think they're one of the best support players, but I mean they're solid. So I could see this team doing pretty good, but I put them in 8th. This team is okay. H-Bomb is very good. He's not. He hasn't really led a team to winning yet, but he's definitely very good, and he has one of the best support players in Martin. I think that Martin is the best non-H-Bomb support player, in my opinion. I think he is, so because he's very good. And Rendog and Cubfan aren't the best, but I still think that this team can do decent. Next is the Blue Bats, and I put them in 6th. It's just because they have 3 solid top 10 players with Phil, Wisp, and Burn. Phil being able to range from like 20th, and like even sometimes below 20th, to one of the best players in the event. Like he was number 2 in MCC 12, so he can play very well, so we'll see. And then Wisp and Burn are just like constant like top 20 players. They like place in the top 20 every event. So this team, I feel like they're good, and then they have a new player, Sneak Snag, who honestly Sneak Snag he's good at Sneak's good at Minecraft, so I could see him doing pretty well if he trains a lot. So now we got the Disc Duo. Also, this team has a new name, but now we got the Disc Duo with Dream and Tommy. I feel like this is a pretty boom or bust team. It depends on the teamwork. Dream and Tommy are great friends, so I think they'll work together well personally. Could have put them a little higher, but I don't think they'll do that good. But there's 2 ways that the Dream and Tommy duo can go. They can work like Dream and CPK did, which was seamless. They did great. Or they can crash and burn, and Tommy won't play well like he hasn't the last few events. And then Dream will probably be Dream, but Dream will place like low top 10 probably if they crash and burn. And then for the other players, Carl and Ponk. Carl is not very good. He's usually bottom 10. And then I'm a big fan of Ponk, and I think he can place top 20, but he might not. We'll see. In the 4th, I have the Yellow Yaks. This team is good. Scott S. Major is a top 10 player. Rambo is a top 20 player that I think can break top 10. He might be able to do in this event. We'll see. And then Wilbur's coming off a bad event, but I think he'll bounce back and play well. And then Shovel is pretty good. She can get top 20, top 30. So I see this team being pretty good. This is a very good team held down by a new player. I don't know that much about Gummy but the rest of the players on this team are very good, with Sapnap being one of the best players in the event, and then Tubbo and George both having top 10 potential in any event. This is a good team, so I put them in third. Next, we have the Orange Ocelots at 2. This is a very good team. Pizza Hut is the best player in the event. Green's coming off his best event ever, where he got 11th. False Symmetry is good, and so is SB, who I think has a lot of potential. He hasn't done that good in the past MCCs, but I think he can pop off this MCC. Fruit Ninja! So basically, if you don't know what Fruit Ninja is, this team, it's a team between Fruit and Illumina, who are two of the best players in the event. I'm very happy they're mixing Simmers players into other teams as well, though. Zeus is good enough to get top 30 easily, or maybe not easily, but he's definitely good enough to get top 30, and Vixila is not the best, but I'm still excited about this team, so I put them in first, because honestly, Fruit Berries and Illumina, both top 5 easy. And then if Zeus gets like top 30, top 25, I think this team's a winning team, because I don't think they're losing if they get to Dodgebolt. So that's why I put this team in first. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It's been King Shub, and I am signing out.